Welcome to another episode where we dive deep into the lives of some of the most hardworking people in America. You know, I've had a lot of dirty jobs in my life, but I've also met a lot of hardworking people who know the value of a dollar. These are the folks who roll up their sleeves and get the job done, no matter how tough it is. And nobody seems to understand that better than the Amish. Their dedication to hard work and simple living is truly inspiring. Now, I'm not saying we should all go live like the Amish, but there's a lot we can learn from their practical, no-nonsense approach to life. Their way of living offers valuable lessons in frugality and resourcefulness. So today we're diving into the world of the plain people to uncover 10 common necessities that Amish families just don't waste their hard-earned money on. These are things that many of us might consider essential, but the Amish have found ways to do without. What I am interested in is how different folks define essential. It's fascinating to see how perspectives can vary so widely based on lifestyle and values. Because when you strip away all the bells and whistles, what you're left with is a pretty good picture of what really matters. It's about focusing on the core elements of life. And for the Amish, it's about community, faith, and self-reliance. These are the pillars that support their way of life. Let's get down to the basics and see what we can learn from a culture that values simplicity, hard work, and living within their means. Their lifestyle might just offer us some insights into what truly makes life fulfilling. Now, I don't know about you, but I've spent a small fortune over the years on cleaning products. You name it, I've bought it. Degreasers, disinfectants, all promising to make my life easier and my house cleaner. But the Amish, they've got a different approach. They've been using simple, natural ingredients for generations to keep their homes spotless. Vinegar, baking soda, lemon juice. These are the staples of an Amish cleaning cabinet. They're cheap, they're effective, and they don't fill your home with harsh chemicals. And you know what? They work just as well, if not better, than the store-bought stuff. I remember once I was helping a family clean up after a big barn raising. They had this huge pot of boiling water on the stove with lemon peels in it. The whole place smelled amazing, and they used that water to clean everything. It just goes to show you, sometimes the simplest solutions are the best. Let's be honest, folks, we live in a world of convenience. Everything is designed to be quick and easy, from our gadgets to our food. Need dinner on the table in a hurry? Just pop a frozen meal in the microwave, right? It's so simple, just a few minutes and dinner is served. But that convenience comes at a cost, both to our wallets and our health. Processed foods are often loaded with preservatives, sodium, and unhealthy fats. The Amish, they've got a different philosophy. They live by the principles of hard work, simplicity, and self-sufficiency. They believe in growing their own food, cooking from scratch, and preserving what they don't use. It's a way of life that values quality over convenience. When you cook at home, you control the ingredients, you avoid all those added preservatives and sodium, and you save a ton of money. Plus, you get to enjoy the process of creating something with your own hands. Plus, there's just something satisfying about sitting down to a meal you made yourself with fresh, wholesome ingredients. It's a rewarding experience that brings a sense of accomplishment. I remember this one time I was visiting an Amish family, and they invited me to stay for dinner. It was an unforgettable experience. They served up this incredible spread of roast chicken, cooked to perfection, mashed potatoes, rich gravy, homemade bread that was still warm from the oven, and fresh vegetables from the garden. Everything was so fresh and flavorful. It was the sense of community, the connection to the land, and the appreciation for simple, honest food that made it so special. It was a meal that nourished both the body and the soul. Now, I'm a big fan of a cozy home, one that feels warm and inviting the moment you step inside. But I'll admit I've been known to get sucked into the latest home decor trends. From sleek modern designs to rustic chic, it's easy to get carried away. But the Amish? They've got a different perspective on what makes a house a home. Their approach is refreshingly different. They believe in practicality and functionality over fancy decorations. Every item has a purpose and a place. You won't find a lot of throw pillows or trendy art prints in an Amish home. Instead, their spaces are uncluttered and serene. Instead, you'll find simple, well-made furniture, often handcrafted by members of the community. Each piece tells a story of craftsmanship and care. Their homes are a reflection of their values, simplicity, hard work, and a focus on the things that truly matter. It's a lifestyle choice that prioritizes substance over style. They don't need the latest gadgets or designer furniture to feel content. Their contentment comes from within and from their community. They find joy in the simple things, a well-kept home, where everything is in its place and nothing is superfluous. The company of loved ones, sharing moments and creating memories that last a lifetime, and the satisfaction of a hard day's work. It's a life that values effort and the fruits of one's labor. The furniture was simple but sturdy, built to last and to serve its purpose well, and the walls were adorned with family photos and handmade quilts. These personal touches add warmth and character to their homes. It was about creating a warm and welcoming space for family and friends, a place where everyone feels at home. Look, I'm no fashion icon, I'm more of a work boots and jeans kind of guy. But even I can appreciate a well-made garment, and that's something the Amish understand better than most. They're not interested in fast fashion or the latest trends. They value quality, durability, and practicality. Amish clothing is made to last, often passed down through generations. They make their own clothes, using simple patterns and sturdy fabrics. And while their style might be more traditional, there's a timeless elegance to it. They're not trying to impress anyone, they're simply dressing for their way of life. I remember once I was at a market and I saw this Amish woman selling handmade aprons. It's a reminder that sometimes the simplest things are the most beautiful, and that true quality never goes out of style. Now I'm not gonna lie, I've been known to use a bar of soap every now and then. But the world of cosmetics and toiletries can be a confusing and expensive place. The Amish, however, have a much more straightforward approach to personal care. They believe in simple, natural ingredients, and often make their own soaps, shampoos, and lotions using recipes passed down through generations. They use ingredients like honey, oatmeal, and herbs to cleanse and moisturize their skin. And you know what? Their skin always looks amazing. It's clear, healthy, and free of the irritation that can come from harsh chemicals. I remember once I was helping an Amish family make soap. The soap they made was gentle on the skin and had this clean, natural scent. It just goes to show you, you don't need a cabinet full of expensive products to take care of yourself. Let's face it, folks, we live in a world obsessed with the latest gadgets. But the Amish, they've got a different perspective on what constitutes entertainment. Amish children don't grow up with smartphones, video games, or endless streams of cartoons. Instead, they entertain themselves with simple, often handmade toys. They play outside, they use their imaginations, and they learn valuable skills by helping out around the house and farm. There's a certain magic to the simplicity of childhood unplugged. It's about using your imagination, connecting with nature, and learning the value of hard work and creativity. Now, I'm as guilty as anyone when it comes to spending too much time on my phone. But the Amish, they've made a conscious choice to live a life less tethered to technology. They don't have cell phones, televisions, or computers in their homes. Instead, they focus on face-to-face interaction, community gatherings, and spending quality time with loved ones. There's something to be said for disconnecting from the digital world and reconnecting with the people and things that truly matter. People took the time to talk to each other, to listen, and to connect on a deeper level. It reminded me of the importance of being present in the moment and appreciating the simple joys of human connection. Look, I'm all for modern medicine when you need it, but the Amish have a long tradition of using natural remedies and preventative care to stay healthy. They rely on herbal remedies, homeopathic treatments, and traditional healing practices passed down through generations. They focus on eating whole, unprocessed foods, getting plenty of fresh air and exercise, and living a life free of stress and excess. There's a lot to be said for taking a more holistic approach to health and well-being. Sometimes the old ways are the best, and there's a lot we can learn from traditional healing practices. It just goes to show you, sometimes the old ways are the best. Let's be honest, folks, we've all been seduced by the siren song of the drive-thru at some point, but the Amish, they've built their lives around the dinner table. They understand that food is more than just fuel. It's a way to nourish the body and soul, to connect with loved ones, and to celebrate their heritage. Amish families gather for home-cooked meals, often featuring fresh, seasonal ingredients from their gardens and farms. They take the time to savor their food, to appreciate the bounty of the land, and to strengthen the bonds of family and community. It was a reminder that sometimes the simplest pleasures in life are the most meaningful. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy the occasional indulgence as much as the next guy, but the Amish, they've got a different definition of what constitutes a luxury. They don't place much value on material possessions or extravagant spending. They're content with simple living, finding joy in the things that money can't buy: faith, family, community, and the satisfaction of a hard day's work. They understand that true wealth isn't measured in possessions but in the richness of their relationships and the fulfillment they find in their work and their faith. It was a powerful reminder that sometimes the most important things in life are the things we can't put a price tag on. So, there you have it, folks. 10 common necessities that the Amish choose to live without. Now, I'm not saying we should all go off the grid and start churning our own butter. But I think there's a valuable lesson to be learned from the Amish way of life. It's about simplifying our lives, focusing on what truly matters, and finding joy in the simple things. Maybe we could all benefit from taking a step back from the hustle and bustle of modern life and embracing a little bit of that Amish wisdom.